guys, welcome back to Husband and Wife Outdoor Life. Today we are headed back to Isle Royale National Park.
And we are flying in style.
There's a flight before us taking off.
Here he comes. Right there.
Right.
Perfect.
We boarded our flight on a de Havilland Beaver aircraft operated by Isle Royale Seaplanes in Houghton, Michigan.
Day pack in the back.
The flight to the island only took about 30 minutes. As we begin our ascent, we fly directly over the Portage Lake lift bridge that connects the two cities of Hancock and Houghton. Within a few minutes, we could already see the island. After some time, we prepped for a landing in Tobin Harbor. Made it. Okay, we made it to the island. We actually got our very first YouTube fan, I guess. I don't know.
Ran into someone we know.
Jake / Swamp Walker. You're watching.
Yeah.
You're watching. That was awesome. All right, we're headed into the visitor center to check in. We just checked in. We got our permits, bought our fuel, and we're headed up to the Tobin Harbor Trail. We'll see you on the trail. First few steps on the trail. So, we're leaving Rock Harbor right now. We're on the Tobin Harbor Trail, and we've already discovered that Matt's trekking pole is broken. So I'm not really sure when it happened, maybe on the trip over, but it keeps kind of falling apart. They're the Black Diamond Z poles. We've been using them for a while now, I think 2016. And his finally gave out. So kind of a big problem to have right at the beginning here, but we'll figure it out. We'll tape it together or something when we get to camp.
Worst case, I'll survive on one.
Yep, he still has one, and I've got two left, so we'll make it work. Forgot to mention, when we got on the plane, before we got on the plane, they weighed our packs, and I'm at just under 25, she said, which is right. I was at 25 at home on our scale, and they said Matt's was 34 or 33,
35, yeah.
Somewhere in there, which is about right. So that's with 10 days of food and all of our stuff, our regular stuff. We didn't really bring anything extra for the island. Ooh, I tripped. Except for, I brought a book, which I don't normally bring. We brought our bigger charger for our electronics. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really extra than we normally bring.
I am full ebooks.
Matt's got a lot of audiobooks and stuff on his phone.
Audiobooks and like Kindle books.
It's a lot lighter than carrying an actual book like I did, but I'm not a fan of audiobooks. No moose yet. A little bit of the Tobin Harbor Trail here. Matt's coming up the Tobin Harbor Trail. Alright. Getting a pretty good view of Tobin Harbor now on the trail. So we've reached the turnoff for Susie's Cave. This is where we turned off last year and went up towards the Rock Harbor Trail. We were staying at 3 Mile. So last year we went that way. This year we're gonna go this way. So for night number 1, we are gonna stay at, right now the plan is to stay at Daisy Farm. So it's like 7 miles or so. I'll put it below whatever the exact mileage is. And yeah, that's the plan for today, Daisy Farm. We're gonna pass by 3 Mile where we stayed last year first, so.
Probably just have some lunch there.
Yeah, we'll probably stop and eat lunch at 3 Mile. We've reached a little bit of a muddy section here. They don't really want people walking around, so you shouldn't really walk around and go back to the trail because it just makes the trail wider, increases your trace. So we're gonna find a way over these logs here, which keeps us right on the trail. Well, Isle Royale mud strikes already. So there was really no way around that. Okay, we're gonna cut down towards 3 Mile. We've made it to the sign here. Rock Harbor and 3 Mile. So we're gonna go this way. A lot of places in Isle Royale have little footbridges. They're not super steady. But sure beats walking through the wetlands. But we're about to go down this slope here. It's a little steeper than it looks on camera. Check out that view. Woo!
These rocks are way warmer than the coast.
Yeah, it's warm inland. Coast is a lot cooler. Of course, it's midday too. Alright, we are at 3 Mile. There's a couple shelters right here that aren't occupied. There's Lake Superior right out there. We're gonna have a little lunch, refill our water, and head on our way. So for lunch we have some of our beef jerky that we packed. We have some crackers, which are hopefully not too crushed, a block of cheese, and 2 Reese's cups. There's a loon right here at 3 Mile. How cool is that? Hello, Mr. Loon.
It's actually filtering water. Really nice access by some of these shelters. You can just go down the rocks. You'd have a nice little swimming hole there too if you like. Views are nice. A lot of the shelters on Superior are like this. They're right on the edge of the water. You get a nice place to sleep and a view.
Here is the 3 Mile map. This is the trail right now. We're on Rock Harbor Trail headed towards Daisy Farm. As you can tell, it's just kind of rock. You just kind of follow your way along it. If anybody watched our previous videos, you might recognize this view. This pine tree here was our thumbnail. So we were standing here not that long ago. It's warm out today. We took our long sleeve shirts off. It was cool up in the airplane. But it's a lot hotter here on the Rock Harbor Trail. We're just cruising right along. We got less than 4 miles to Daisy. So you can probably hear Lake Superior next to me. Waves are crashing from a boat that went by. Oh, check out this view. Hold on. Woo, look at that. Coming out to a pretty one. Beauty. Well, we made it to the mines. Been here before. There's some pits up here that you can look down into where copper mining was done. Oh, there's looking into one of the mines. They're all filled in with water, but check out all these wildflowers that are growing along the edge there. That's kind of cool. My shoes are dried out now from our last mud spot. So I'm trying to keep them dry on this little section here. Okay, we can actually see the dock from where we're at here. We're coming up on camp pretty quickly here. What time did we say it was? Like 1 o'clock? A little after 1. So we're gonna make our way into the campground. I'll show you guys the campground map and we'll find a site and we'll see you there. Here is the campground map. I don't know if you can see it. All right, we found home for the night, number 13 I think it is. What do you think, Matt?
We have our chairs too, if this is too precarious.
Yes, we did bring the chairs. They were on the chopping block. I almost cut them with 10 days of food, but with his pack only being 35 and mine only being 25, screw it, we brought them. We're home.
Claimed.
Don't be afraid to wear trail runners on the trail here. Still happy with the Brooks. Wouldn't change it. Alright, so we made it to our home for the night. This is shelter number 13 here at Daisy Farm. And I'm going to set up our stuff for the night and show you how I do it. Matt and I are actually going to share the foam pad on this trip. We're just going to use it for like the top half of our body, not really like the legs or butt area. Just for a little extra warmth because we have some cooler days coming up in the middle of the week according to the forecast. So, but today's warm, so we probably don't even need it today, but we have it. This is so much easier in here than it is in the tent. I'm sitting in my chair doing it.
I know, it really is easy.
I love the shelters. The island seems quiet today. We saw some hikers, a couple day hikers, a couple backpackers, but it really wasn't that busy. And the shelters that we saw in 3 Mile were empty. The shelters at the beginning of Daisy Farm here are empty. We just like this one because it's in the shade here. And we still have a good view of the lake. Check this out. We got our own little private beach. That little walkway right there goes right up to our campsite.
Birds over there.
Check out this view.
Something with ducklings. I don't know if it's mermaids or...
Oh, a duck with little babies. Merganser with like, I don't know, 6 or 7 babies. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna put my feet in the water. Okay, it's warm enough out. We're gonna try to go for a little swim here in the cold water. We're gonna see if we actually get in or not. It's kind of cold. The water is cold, the air is warm. The little swim was very refreshing, quite cold. We're just drying off our clothing a little bit in the sunshine here. Enjoying the view. How was your swim?
Swim? Very cold. Very refreshing.
Alright, we're getting down to making dinner here. Chef Matt, what are we having for dinner?
We are having Dottie's chicken and dumplings and Texas State Fair chili. 2
of our favorites from Packet Gourmet. Also, they're like 2 of the heaviest in our packs, so we're gonna eat them first.
I think that's about half.
Just gonna eyeball it. Well folks, it's the end of the evening here. We're just kind of getting ready for bed. Matt's already laying down. It's a little bit early yet, but we kind of had a long day today and yesterday, just traveling, so I think we're probably gonna call it an early night. And we'll check back in with you in the morning. Right, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody's tired. Good night. We'll see you in the morning. You probably can't see me at all, but you gotta check out this moon. It's about 11 o'clock. I got up to go use the restroom, and you gotta see this. Okay, so we've tripped again.